everyone and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, where today it is time for our level 58 Alchemist quest. Our minion for today is the Quarrel Kitten, and I've got a bit of a spoiler for you. For this one, I'm not going to be able to craft what they want us to craft. For a very specific and silly reason. Where is it? They're going to want us to craft this, a Draconian Potion of Strength in high quality. You need Mastercraft 3 for Alchemists to be able to make this. I am actively holding off on Mastercraft until after we have finished level 60 quest. I don't know why they thought it was a good idea to make Mastercraft required for level 58. Level 60 would make sense. Level 58, I'm confused. But that was the old days during Heavensward. I think they were still trying to figure out how everything's supposed to work, so... whatever, I bought it off the market board. We will be going over the ingredients for it. Kind of. There's one thing that we haven't gone over yet that we would need to get from gatherers, which I'm not going to be handling until either the level 60 episodes or the Master Gathering episodes, possibly. I'll mention what it is and where to get the items, and that'll have to be good enough. Alright then, let's see. Wiltwake, what do you got for us? Yep, it says right there. You must have learned advanced recipes contained within Master Alchemist 3. Wiltwake seems to be awaiting word from Shanine. Oh, Satoru, good. I'm just waiting on Shanine. You see, once we learned our culprit's goals, coming through the facts... Shanine? You found who? No, keep them all there. I'll come to you. She found one of our missing people down the road from Camp Revenant's Toll. Are you coming? I suppose I am. Down to the west, you say? Not too far away at all. Alright, let's go find this missing person and see what's going on with them. See bloody reason, lass. I'm a victim here, not a criminal. And another one who is not speaking. A carriage, a corpse, 2 casks, and 2 culprits. Not quite what I was expecting. Yeah, this is a kind of an ugly situation we've got here. What exactly happened? What a bloody mess. I'll start at the beginning. I came to investigate a report of a suspicious carriage and found this fellow. I'll be hanged if he's not one of our criminals, but he denies everything, particularly that he knew 2 heroes were in his carriage. Both were stuffed into barrels and one was dead. The corpse will likely yield more than the live one, who's silent as a grave. He's been robbed of his ability to speak, same as the Near Eastern youth. And that's not the strangest thing. Look, the living man and the dead are alike as peas in a pod. They both match descriptions of one missing person. Are they twins? Cousins? The facts are ours. What we want for now is a story to make sense of them. And unfortunately, Shanine and I are both at our wits' end. It doubtless goes without saying, but your help in tracking down clues would be appreciated. We have one lead, a personal log found on the dead man. He wrote about a younger sister working in Tailfeather. Satoru, could you speak with her? She should know of her brother's death. And I'd like to know if he did have a twin. They really are identical, down to their clothing. That is uncanny. Alright then, on to Tailfeather. Alright, now where is... there's the estranged sister. Hello there. I have tragic news for you. Are you talking to me? What's this about then? Yeah, we found this on the body of a dead man. A mundane account of daily occurrences in the life of a man now believed dead. Dead, is he? This is his log. But I don't know who done for him. All I can say is he got what was coming. I cut all ties with him years back. Did he by chance have a twin or a cousin? No, he didn't have no other siblings. I've got no idea who it was you found him with, but the realm don't need more than one of the bastard. Keep the Sodden Journal, I'd only burn it. Yikes! Yikes. Very tense relationship at best. Alright, well, back to Wiltwake. See what they can make sense of it. If he didn't have a brother or a cousin who looked like him, then what the heck is going on with the second person? She didn't want the journal? Well, all the more evidence for us, I suppose. May I have it back? Yeah, it's right here. Confound it, who did we find with the dead man if not his twin? We'll just have to press a lot of fellow all the harder. The witness saw him loading the body-laden barrels into the carriage. The culprit denies this on the basis that he doesn't have the strength. Which is a proper alibi in all fairness. I couldn't lift the barrels when they were empty. That said, if there was some alchemy involved, it's not impossible. Aren't there potions to imbue someone with ungodly strength? Yes, Severian mentioned something like that to me once. Sora, might you brew such a draconian potion of strength? If we give it to Shanine, we can have her try to lift the barrels the men were in. That will determine whether our culprit's story holds water. Alright, and here's where we need those draconian potions. So you'll need Master Alchemist 3, which we'll be going over how to get in due time, but it costs just 100 purple crafter script at this current time. As we go through the expansions, they do rotate out the type of script, so eventually it'll be a different color. Whatever expansion you're in, it'll be the script that is less valuable and more common. The one that you don't need to be at level cap to get. You just need 100 of that script and you can get it from any script exchange. For a Draconian Potion of Strength, we will need, starting from crystals, 1 lightning crystal, I believe that is. Oh, Team Craft is having issues. It's been having a lot of issues with the website today. Not today, recently, the last several weeks. But I want to say that is 1 lightning crystal, 2 water crystals. From Time Gathering in the Sea of Clouds, we can mine up 1 Oblothian rock salt, which I believe requires flight. In the Curse's Western Highlands, we need to get 2 Furyment from Botany. And we will need to get some Duskborn Ether Sand, which you can get from a variety of locations. Let's see, what would be a few good locations to get it from? Oh, shoot. Team Craft, you're being actually rather annoying about this. I'd prefer if you showed me the items that give it rather than just the Duskborn Ether Sand. Okay, so gatherers have this thing they can do called Ethereal Reduction. Some of their collectibles, namely the ones that are not called... Brain, you are failing me so hard right now, and it's really sad. Okay, let's refresh ourselves. Okay, that's what I thought. Any collectible that gatherers have that isn't a rarefied collectible will be able to be ethereally reduced. You need to do a side quest from here in Mordona to unlock Ethereal Reduction, which we did very early on in Heavensward. Ethereal Reduction has a better chance when it's a higher collectability, of giving you things like Ether Sand, which are needed for high-end crafting. We need Duskborn Ether Sand. Looks like there are several locations that give it from mining, several locations that give it from botany, and several from fishing. They're all going to be from time nodes. I want to say specifically they're going to be from ephemeral nodes? God, I sure wish Team Craft gave me a little more info. I'm actively trying to pull it up. It's just being stubborn. Okay, well, if you can't get the Ether Sand from Ethereal Reduction... Hang on, I'm going to be right back. I'm going to try and get the actual information to show up. Okay, here we go. So the issue I was running into is Team Craft used to tell you what items you could ethereally reduce into the right Ether Sand. It doesn't do that anymore for some reason. I don't know what they did. Okay, so a list of items you can get that reduce into Duskborn Ether Sand are from fishing Dravanian bass, which can be found in the Wylam River in the Dravanian Forelands. We also can get fire moraine. Okay, now the wiki's not loading pages, what the heck. Fire moraine from mining, granular clay from mining. Granular clay comes from... Oh wait, that's actually from botany, really? Clay from botany? I'm having a bad one right now. Granular clay from, looks like there's 3 patches that give it. One in the Churning Mist, one in the Ravanian Forelands, one in the Answering Quarter. The Answering Quarter is in the Ravanian Hinterlands. In the Hinterlands and in the Churning Mist, the nodes are available from... Oh, shoot. In the Hinterlands, the nodes are available from 4 a.m. to 8 a.m. In the Churning Mist, it's from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. And in the Ravanian Forelands, it's from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. The Fire Moraine page still is not loading for some reason. I don't know what is happening with my internet today. None of my tools are working. Okay, there we go. Fire Moraine. From the Ravanian Forelands from 4 a.m. to 8 a.m. From the Churning Mist from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. Or the Ravanian Hinterlands from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. That's when you can get Fire Moraine. Lightning Moraine also gives Dustborn Aether Sand. We can get that in the Western Highlands from 8 p.m. to 12 a.m. And in the Sea of Clouds from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. Next up is Monosail from Fishing, which we can catch at Tharl Kash in the Churning Mist. That will also reduce to Aether Sand, to the right Aether Sand. And parts Marjoram in Kurthus Western Highlands from 12 a.m. to 4 a.m. or in the Sea of Clouds from 8 p.m. to 12 a.m. Any of those items will give you Dustborn Aether Sand when you Ethereal Reduce. You need 1 Dustborn Aether Sand. Ethereal Reduction's a weird thing. It's really best to look up the exact Aether Sand you need on a wiki, and it will generally tell you exactly where you can look. Teamcraft will also show you where to look, but it won't tell you which item anymore for some reason, which is annoying. Okay, that's it for the timed and special gathering. Next up, regular gathering. In the Kurthus Western Highlands, we can use Botany to get 2 Rue. And from fighting dragons up at the Iron Feast in the northeastern corner of Ravanian Forelands, we can get 2 Dragon Blood. When you have all those, you can make your Draconian Potions of Strength. Why did Alchemist have to make it such an ordeal for me today? Shanine, I have your potions. We'll start the experiment just as soon as you've made the Draconian Potion of Strength. I have it right here. And a spare for myself, I suppose. Now the question is whether a Lalafell can, under the influence of a Draconian Potion of Strength, lift the barrel with a Hero inside. It wouldn't do to stuff the men back into the barrel, so we'll use water to approximate their weight. Now, Shanine, whenever you're ready. Ha! I did it! I lifted them! This is amazing stuff, Satora. Can I have some more? You, sir, are a damned liar. The eyewitness saw you moving the barrels, and we've shown you were more than capable of doing it with the right potion. It's true, I did it. Some old alchemist paid me to do his dirty work and dump the body. But that's all, I swear. The man, he's insane, and he don't like loose ends. He'll sew me mouth shut to keep me quiet and then stab me with a needle. I'll spill all I know, just please protect me. Only if you talk, from the beginning. Why were there 2 identical men at the crime scene? That's how he made them, see, with elegant magics. He's snatching folk from their homes because he needs them to practice. Clones, I think he called the copies. Aye, clones. That's it, I swear. Now you'll keep your word? The bit about stabbing me with a needle, that wasn't no jest. He's got no compunction with killing. Please, please, please! Clones? What in the 7 hells? Oh yes, consider yourself protected. Shanine? I can scarcely believe my ears, Satora, but if even half of what the scoundrels told us is true, then there's a catastrophe in the brewing. We must put a stop to this. That is terrifying technology. Well, terrifying magics, rather. Well then, let's get started on crafting for today. We're going to be doing our level 57 and 58 crafts. Let me go ahead and get it started. And we'll start reading out the crafting log. Alright, level 57 to 58. We have everything we need, including enough for one of the collectible that we're making today. For our crystals, we're going to need 20 wind shards, 12 fire crystals, 72 wind crystals, 20 earth crystals, 23 lightning crystals, and 43 water crystals. Did I say crystals earlier when we were going over the Draconian Potion of Strength? I meant clusters. God, I'm having a bad one. Alchemist, you've ruined my life. Okay, time gathering. In Eastern Thanalan, we need to mine up 4 gold ore. And in Kurth's Western Highlands, we need to use botany to retrieve 2 highland oregano. Regular gathering in the South Strad, we can mine up 4 silver ore. In Southern Thanalan, we can mine up 2 mithril ore. In Northern Thanalan, we can mine up 4 basilisk eggs. In the Dravanian Forelands, we can mine up 6 raw star sapphires, 6 raw star rubies, 2 Dravanian spring water, and use botany to get 4 dark chestnut logs and 2 coneflowers. Alright, next up in the Dravanian hinterlands, we can mine up 16 hard silver ore and 28 hard silver sand. Sorry, in the Turning Mist, we can mine up 28 hard silver sand. In the Dravanian hinterlands, we can use botany to retrieve 2 cow bitters. In the Sea of Clouds, we can mine up 28 Aurum Regis sand and 4 Albalathian spring water. In the Kurth's Western Highlands, we can mine up 10 mithrite sand and 8 mithrite ore. And finally, from enemies, let's see. From dragons in the northeastern corner of the Dravanian Forelands, we can get 12 dragon skins and 4 dragon blood. And from Dommels in the Sea of Clouds, we can get 4 Dommel salivas. Next up is pre-crafting. As a goldsmith or armor or goldsmith at level 51, we can craft 2 mithrite nuggets. And at level 52, we can craft 2 mithrite ingots. As a goldsmith at level 40, we can craft 4 basilisk whetstones. At level 54, we can craft 4 hard silver nuggets. At level 55, we can craft 2 star rubies and 2 star sapphires. And we are already on the collectible. Amazing. I love how short the crafting logs are for alchemists and culinarian. At level 56, as goldsmith, we can make 4 hard silver ingots. At level 58, we can craft 4 Aurum Regis nuggets. As a leather worker, level 56, we can craft 4 dragon leather. As an alchemist, at level 54, we can craft 2 enchanted hard silver ink. And at level 58, we can craft 2 enchanted Aurum Regis ink. And that is everything we need to craft one of everything that is in our crafting log today, including the rarefied max potion. Now then, let's head on over to Limsa, hand over that rarefied max potion, and be done with Alchemist for the day. Oh goodness, this was an ordeal. Why did you have to make things so miserable for me with the freaking Mastercraft and the reduction, which I'm not ready to explain yet, and for which Teamcraft has apparently regressed. Hopefully they fix that eventually. I would not be surprised if people found it confusing that it was listing the item that you need to reduce into the ether sand and not the fact that you are looking for the ether sand itself. I wouldn't be surprised if that's why they changed it. But it's annoying for me, because I would like to know what the items actually are. Next time on Final Fantasy XIV, it's time for Culinarian, and then we will finally be done with level 58 crafting and gathering. I will see everyone next time for that.